Guys, how you guys doing today? I'm here. I'm trying to do everything here. I'm here live actually from Orlando Airport, taking a flight to my homeland, PR, and the flight is delayed. So I thought, since I don't have the time this weekend to do an Arcade1up update show recap, in my arcade room, I might as well do a live, unedit it, and just here. So yesterday, while I was doing my live on my Spanish channel, because I also have a Spanish channel dedicated to arcades, while I was in that channel, Arcade1up, came out with their update show with Travis, with Travis and with David McIntosh. And I watched it after. I watched it after I finished with my both of my lives, because I did a live in my Spanish channel, then a live here. So when I watched it, I had a lot of feelings, mixed feelings on it. Number one, they didn't promote it. Just like when they canceled, they didn't do no announcements or anything, or at least I didn't see no announcements or anything. So they just went live. Or they schedule it quietly on their Arcade1up YouTube channel. But yeah, the conversation was great. I mean, I think Travis did an excellent job asking the questions that he needed to ask. A lot of people, for what I hear, felt like he held back. I don't. I think Travis did an excellent job. So my respects to Travis. And Travis began asking David, hey, what happened? Why was the one update show canceled? And David McIntosh explained that it was because of scheduling conflicts, which we all know what the scheduling conflicts were. It was what happened with the Warner Brothers with all this Mortal Kombat 4 stuff or shenanigans that was happening around. So he apologized. He said that Travis should not be the one taking the blame for it, that it should be them, that they're the ones that messed up. So I'm willing to, give him the benefit of the doubt. And I know he can't say, David McIntosh cannot come out and say, hey, the scheduling conflict was because we got in trouble. No. So I understand why he just left it like that. But that was the first question he asked. I don't remember the particular orders of the questions, but because I wasn't prepared to doing this live here. But I do know that Travis, in one of the questions, he asked him about the XL cabinets, and well, not the XL, the Pro line cabinets, and how disappointed people were with the Pro line cabinets. David blamed it on the Killer Instinct cabinet. He said MK. I know he meant KI. Well, he said MK, and I know he wanted to say KI. It happens to me all the time when I'm doing my videos. But that's not the reason they failed. I mean, I was listening to Michael be the Game Genie, and he said it perfectly. You put out the Killer Instinct Pro to compete against your Killer Instinct 3/4 cabinet, so 3/4 cabinet. So you weren't very smart on that. And plus, you put some cheap pieces on a Pro cabinet. It's supposed to be top of the line, so they're gonna review the Pro line, and I think that people want the Pro line. I don't care about the Pro line, to tell you the truth. I'm very happy with my 3/4 arcades. I think it's perfect size for me, and I can fit more. But for those people who want it, hey, why not? Another of the questions that Travis asked him was about he asked him about the monitors for the arcades, and what David said is that from now on the reason they put the other monitors on the MK30 and the Golden T3D, for example, was because of shortages, and that's what they got. He said that from now on they're gonna try to put those to the general public who do not care about the monitors as much as collectors do, and then the new titles for collectors will have, you know, the other monitors, the BOE monitors that people, you know, the collectors like. So that is something that they're looking out for our community. So that's something that is great. Another thing that discussed was the elephant in the room, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and they didn't give much of an update. I mean, basically he said, hey, we're still working on it. It's still in the beta mode, and we're gonna see what happens. So I did not buy a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. I don't think I will, and I don't know. At this point, I feel that when they doing this online stuff, and since they're not ready for it, what they should do is they should sell cabinets that have online features and some that don't have online and sell them a little cheaper. Those I would have bought one without being online. I mean, I do like the online feature, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the standard. Another thing that they discussed, they announced was that Arcade1up has sold more arcade cabinets than all the cabinets that were sold in the 80s and 90s, all combined. So that's huge. If it's true, you know, that's huge. I don't have the data for that, but for him to say, you know, hey, that's a bold statement. And if they have, hey, blessing to them, but now you gotta step it up. You can't keep having cheap parts. So, because remember, arcade games, you wanna move the joystick, press the buttons hard, and that's what it's for. And when you keep giving cheap parts, hey, it was cool when it was $199, but I'm spending $700 down on a cabinet, and it still had cheap parts. No, that can't be it. Another thing that they discussed, they talk about. I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking as I speak here. Like I said, it's not edited. This is me at the airport. Like, talk about the airport. Let me give you a shot of the airport so you can see how empty it is here. And this is the airport right here. This is how it is here right now. As you can see, it's empty. I feel like I'm one of. It's not even 20 people in this entire airport. So that's where we at right now. David talked about they want to be more involved with the community. They want to talk a little more. So the next update show is gonna be in March. They don't have a date yet, but they wanna, hopefully that time they have an update on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They discuss that they're gonna come out with 2 or 3 more new titles from the 80s this year. So we'll see what those titles are. So, and I know a lot of people are excited for it. A lot of people want Cuber, Robotron, this type of titles. So we'll see. And then they discussed the pinball machine. That was a huge conversation they had about the pinball machines, because David was talking about that they're keeping the same 3 pinball machines, which is Star Wars, Attacks from Mars, and the Marvel one. But Travis asking, you know, these were $499 originally. Now they went all the way up to $999, and David just mentioned that with everything, pandemic and the chip shortage and everything became so expensive. So they're trying to find a way to make it cheaper by taking some fundamentals elements from the pinball machine. I don't think that was a great answer. I mean, they have a 720p arcade machine that costs more than Legends Pinball, that is a 1080, and it has more options with more tables, a better product overall. And now they're gonna, At Game's gonna come up with the 4K, which, hey, that 4K for $1,000 might be a good price if you compare it to, well, it is a good price if you compare it to Arcade1up, 720p Arcade, which is only 24 inches, whereas Legends pinball is 32 inches. So I think that overall, the one of the show was a pretty good show. I think Travis managed it perfectly. Davis was very open. He's a very likable guy. Say about David. So I think they should do more with him. And yeah, I think that's it. I might have forgotten a couple of things, but the one of the show was great. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not giving you all the information, and it is because I'm at the airport. It's late at night, and my flight has been delayed 4 times already today. So I thought, let me just do this video, talk to the community, see someone get an opportunity this weekend. All right, so I hope you guys, if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with your friends. Now, so it will be till next time. So, peace, guys. Peace, peace, peace.